I got this game to decide I wanted to record. I played a bit of it. Just I say a little bit, played quite a bit. But here's the button. Power up. So I'm gonna refund the power up. God, I have so much money. I'm just gonna play like a basic starting run on the Mad Force just to not hyper please. Just to get back into the rhythm of the game and explain it a bit. So anybody watching me play it probably already knows what this game is about. Wait a second. My overlay working? I don't think it's gonna work. I'm gonna have to pull up chat on my phone. Wait a second. There we go, that should be good. There we go. Just in case. But so basically, the main objective in this game is to survive 30 minutes. And to do that, you level up and get items. Basically, you kill enemies, you get the gems they drop to gain experience, so you can level up and get more stuff. And that's basically the loot. And in a nutshell. But I'll explain some of the methods to my madness. So this character starts with the whip, and as you can see, it just sort of smacks in front of him. And as you upgrade the items, which you can also do as you level up, they become more powerful. The whip gets it swings in front of you and then behind you, and it slowly works its way up. I think I'll take garlic. So the whip will go whoosh, 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 whoosh. Well, not like that, but like close to that. The garlic that I just picked up, which is a nice little constant AoE effect, will get bigger. And everything in the game can evolve if you take the appropriate item that goes with it. I believe the game now tells you if it's a synergistic item. Last time I played the game, it didn't tell you shit. It was like, well, you better have this memorized, baby. Better have like a tab open that tells you what does what. I believe they they added UI to tell you if something synergizes. So I'll just upgrade this because I want. Okay, let's upgrade this because I want like I've heard there's more items in the game now. It's been a while. There we go. And you also get power-ups at times. You get power-ups, namely from destroying braziers. It's very Castlevania-esque in that sense. I mean, also you can kind of see like the art style kind of takes from them as well. But yeah, this is kind of just a game I'm going to play to relax. It's mostly just going to be me talking about the game itself rather than me like trying to hold a real conversation. So as I was saying before, the items have a synergy item, and the synergy item is normally a more passive, non-damaging item. So armor would be an example of an item that is more passive. But I'm gonna upgrade garlic because I want to see what I've potentially unlocked since the update happened, or maybe I need to get the achievements for it. But yeah, so basically whenever anything comes into contact with us, we take damage. You see, Evo garlic. So we'll take that tiny bit of regen. Usually you want to evolve everything that you can, and you want all your items to synergize with one another, and you want every base to be covered. So I kind of have a nice AoE, which is very important. I have a high damage effect. I have some clearing, some longer range clearing. Basically, a lot of what you're going to be doing is trying to manage every single enemy. Eventually, there's going to be so many enemies on the screen. And by the way, this is all done automatically in case you literally haven't played it before. But yeah, it's quite nice. Quite nice, relaxing game. Also, did I put on streamer friendly music? I'm just gonna turn off the music until I get back into the menu. So I can turn on streamer friendly music because it would be kind of hilarious if I got copyright claimed on this. So yeah, we'll play with that music for a short period. I like the birds because they're two offensive items that combine. You don't start with them unlocked, but yeah, Pachone and Ebony Wing. I believe you get Ebony Wing from maxing out Pachone, or vice versa. Don't quote me on that. I'm pretty sure you can just like look up the achievements though. Don't really make me do tell you. Man, this is with no power ups, by the way. So I am kind of at the mercy of a bit of RNG. I like Lightning Ring. I think I want to leave as many slots open to see what I can get, rather than trying to fill all my slots up, because I don't know what I'm going to need by the end of it. I'm not going to be 100% sure, because I haven't played this game in a few months, I believe, if I remember correctly. Yeah, just you want to keep constantly moving for two reasons. A, what just happened there was what happens when you move around a lot. Basically, by keeping constantly moving like over long distances, you can, but basically as you transition screens over and over again, the braziers reappear, and then you break the braziers and it drops an item, usually coins, but coins are still good until you get too many coins, in which case they're just threatening to stack overflow or underflow your game, which I hope is I hope they have something in place for if you just got like however many billions of coins that were required. But yeah, in the for most part, you're gonna want to have as many coins as possible because they allow you to get stronger over like basically this meta progression where you get stronger like in between runs based on your performance, the coins you get, or what you use for that. So continue to upgrade the whip. Basically, once you pick an item, you're stuck with it. So if you pick an item and then you don't like it, you're kind of shit out of luck, basically. To tell you the truth. Yes, you want to keep constantly moving. You want to constantly be popping braziers, or whatever the area's equivalent of braziers are, candles or anything. I've only played the first two maps, by the way, the first two maps and the random like version of this map. There's basically a version of this map where you can have any enemy spawn. At least that was in the game last time I played. I didn't really pay much attention. Let me alt tab for just like 2 milliseconds just to make sure the recording's working. I say that I have my phone, I just didn't look down. You can play this game with one hand, by the way, if feel so inclined, which is what I'm doing right now. As you probably see. What you might be able to notice because my right hand is off, just being lonely when the world's wrong with me. But yeah, so you want to constantly be getting Britishers pop to potentially get more money, potentially get more items. This is a good item. This is part of a build that can... Basically, there's a build in this game that involves garlic and that item to never have to move. Which... Like, the fact that you never have to move means it's so powerful. Also, that's the time stop item. If you watch anime, it's just become Dio for a few seconds. And then time begins to move once more. I would say I watch too much anime, but I said I don't watch much else. That's the problem. Oh god, I might die. Yeah, I should be able to get to 30 minutes, assuming I don't die here. Because all I really need to get right now is two things. A bit of HP regen. Not HP regen in the sense of, like... I need to heal myself, is what I mean. But aside from that, all I need is really get the item that there's an item in the game that draws all the pickupables towards you. Well, not pickupables. The experience, the gems, the different colored gemstones. So plus, I don't like to stand still because it's easier for the enemies to clump up together. And see, this is super powerful, and it allows me to cut the swath through to try to get some more power ups. So yeah, so you want to, by the way, to evolve something, you need to get its level to maximum. So, for example, the whip needs 6 pips. You need to upgrade the weapon to evolve the weapon. I don't think anything other than weapons evolve, but who knows? And in terms of Pachone and the 2 wing items combining, which is why I like them so much, you need both weapons to be maxed out. So they're kind of a late game sort of like pick. So if you're not confident in the ability to get like super late in the game, with basically 2 of your slots dedicated to what is essentially going to be one item for you, then I suggest you avoid it. Unless you really like, because all it really does is, for a few seconds, shoot. Oh, a tractor. I don't really like tractor. This is a weapon, by the way. This is actually, since it's a passive, and I'm going for Pachone, I can actually, or I'm going for Vandalier or Vandaloo. I can't remember which one, but somewhere in the middle. Or not somewhere in the middle. But no, I'll have an extra slot so I can afford one like I was gonna say mistake. One like what's the word I'm looking for? An odd man out. I can take like a well, I can take basically I can take an God. Sorry, I'm just trying to find words. But I can take a little inefficient. I can take one like non-synergistic item. Plus, it is quite good. This is also part of the not moving build, but honestly, I think I would actually get bored to tears if I tried not moving in this game. I think it'd be more of a challenge not to survive, like in the game, but to survive in real life, trying to just stand still. Like, not even in the game in terms of standing still, but just like in real life. I don't think I'd be able to stand still for longer than like 10 minutes. And anything longer than that, I would actually just lose my mind. Because I suffer, well, I say suffer. I have ADHD, so I like to keep moving. So I usually have to keep my mind distracted to a ridiculous degree to keep my physical body from trying to move. And like the fact that I have one of my hands free, this game doesn't help my desire to move around at all. This is really nothing for my right hand to do. Oh god, I am literally surviving by like the skin of my pants. Or the seat of my pants. It's the actual way that you're supposed to say that. English may be my first language, but that doesn't mean I have to be good at it. God, wouldn't that be funny? Oh, I say funny. It would not be funny, but like, what if you forgot how to speak your first language? And you didn't have a second language to speak? Like, I don't know how it would end up that way, but like, imagine it happened. Like, how horrible it would be to have like no means of communication. Like, you could still make, like, you're not mute, you're just incapable of intellectual conversation. Defeat a total of, oh my god, it's got so many achievements piled up. So 50 entries in the collection. Unlocks a banish. Unlock hyper mode in any stage. Okay. I already. Oh yeah, I was just repeating them. Yeah, now I'm going to that I failed that. I'm going to use my usual. Once per rank allows to remove an item of your choice for the rest of the run. I'll actually take that. Revival, I believe that's important. I don't understand why I would take that. I like recovery, to be entirely honest, but I also like amount, duration, speed, area. bang that is just so convenient. Move speed is essential. Cooldown, it's not essential, but also going to take max HP because it's quite nice. And might, because it kind of helps you cut through the swath of enemies that appear. I don't know why this price keeps going up because it's just a negative effect. But yeah, let's go look through these because I haven't looked through these. Reach level 5, reach level 10, reach level 20 in Mad Force, reach level 40. You can reach level 100? I don't remember level 100 being a thing in the game. At least from my memory. Survive. 10 and 15 minutes. 10. First. Get pentagram to level 7. Milky map. Pause. Menu map. Find the Milky Way map. Sorcerer Tears. Hurry mode. Randomezzo. Lux Arcanus. Find and open the coffin in the Mad Forest. Find and open the coffin. Okay. Vanish. Basically different levels. Skeletons, I have that. Milk element. Bianca Ramba. That looks like a skin from another character. Unlocks Oath Soul. So it's Guardian. A giant enemy crab. Hyper mode. 3 normal stages. Santa Water. Santa Water can evolve. Lightning Ring can evolve now. Rune Tracer, basically everything else's achievements I've already had. Evolved Rune Tracer. Evolved Pentagram. Evolve and Unite. Hero del Hello and Ate the Sparrow. Evolve the Song of Mana. Okay, well, let's. Starts with 1 revival, grants 1 more revival. Okay, let's go. I've never played this guy before, so let's see how he does. Move speed. Oh, I think. So I'm just trying to. These multiple revivals. I believe revivals are essential for like unlocking certain things. There exists places that don't exist. Come to relax and enjoy life. See you in the next country. Oh, see you in the country. I was like, see you in the next country. Yeah, this is the one that has random effects. Or random, like, monsters. Random waves from normal stages, you see? Let's actually try to. I want to do. No, I don't really want to do hyper mode. Because I don't remember how to play hyper mode. But yeah, you can tell, like, the power of having gold and, like, upgrades versus having none. Quite substantial. Yeah. The beginning of the game is really slow. Especially when you have upgrades, so it's kind of sad. That's why hyper mode pretty much exists, so you can like, speed around. So you can banish. I'm just gonna take Pachone. Any Pachone is not perfect, but eventually once it becomes Vandaloo, that's a 2-for-1, baby. I don't know. I like aiming for the late game every time. Which I mean, I have so many upgrades that getting late game on this map isn't even like a question. Yeah, I've seen challenges of this, and I'm just like, well, the standing still challenge is like, yes, it's a challenge build. Okay, we're gonna take pentagram because there's a thing for a pentagram destroys everything, power ups, chests. Literally, if you have something on the map you want, do not get it. So let's try to find that whatchamacallit. That coffin. It's got to be somewhere. The map is basically infinite, by the way. If you're wondering, well, I say basically infinite. Basically, it expands wherever you're going and retracts wherever you're coming from. So basically, it always has like a screen or so. Like it always has like kind of the screen around. I assume. So it just sort of scrolls infinitely. And enemies will, especially boss enemies, will basically replace themselves on the other end of the screen. So like all these enemies that we're leaving behind won't just like despawn; they'll just respawn. And there have been times where I've seen enemies that have just, but that must have been like following me around for like decades, well, not literally decades, but yeah, I'll take garlic because I really like garlic because it allows you to do stuff like this. See, it's very nice. Yeah, cross the basically boomerang effect is quite good for another item. Yes, cross. It's every now and again pentagram will activate and destroy everything. It's not perfect in my opinion, but it's okay. But what am I trying to say? But cross is really good for tearing through. Like basically, depending on how it fires, it can basically cut a path for you. But it's kind of a random path. Okay, let's get Ebony Wing to confirm that we're getting Vandaloo. Because otherwise they're just dead spots. If you don't get both of them, they're just stuck in your inventory forever. Which is why they're really bad in the little to mid game. I mean, you can see they're not especially strong. Because they just occasionally do this like, I wouldn't say random, but just sort of like this static area. That like it doesn't matter if they get like if the enemies are surrounding you, they're not gonna be killed by that. That's why you definitely want something like whatchamacallit. Sorry, garlic. I was about to call it onion. Oh yes, the vampire that can't stand onions. Just actually like completely. Oh god. See, yeah, it destroyed the boss enemy that would have given me a chest. It's obnoxious, but it's for an unlock, so you kind of have to do it if you want to unlock everything. Which I had everything unlocked, and then it was like, oh, there's a patch out, and like you see when I booted the game, or not booted the game. Well, you might have seen me boot up the game before for like 5 seconds, and then get all the achievements, and then realize the game wasn't capturing, and then I was like, okay, you gotta switch games. Candelabra, Candelabrador, I believe it's called. I like it very much because it expands the air. Basically, it makes everything more efficient because everything hits more stuff. So I kind of end up with axes. Plus, evolved axes end up being like insane. And I mean like actually insane because they go in a circle and they don't. They can just keep piercing enemies. But I hope you don't need a guide to find the coffin. I hope if you just like go in a direction for long enough, you'll eventually see the coffin. By the way, the plants can be killed, but you just need to do a lot of targeted damage to them. Honestly, it's easier to just kill the mantis than it is to kill even a single plant, in my opinion. God damn you, Pentagram. Yeah, as you upgrade Pentagram, it becomes, I believe, for one, more frequent, and second of all, every time you upgrade it, it automatically triggers its effect. Yeah, these things are super tanky. I haven't been leveling up. This Pentagram has been taking away my power. This has been just destroying everything, literally everything. Like the things that I want destroyed. Things I don't want. Things that I want destroyed, destroyed. Things I don't want destroyed, destroyed. Things that I need to beat the game, destroyed. My hopes and dreams, destroyed. Apparently the pentagram itself, destroyed. I mean, that's sort of like the image you get. It's just sort of like something being destroyed, which I assume is the pentagram itself. But that could just be me being stupid as I am. Yeah, these green things just absolutely refuse to let me kill them. Trace or tract orb. Yes. When I see something I really don't want, I'll banish it. Like something that just looks completely useless. I needed that. I super needed that. Yeah, about this game a while back. Couldn't get it to run. Well, I couldn't get it to stream. Or to capture, I should say. To stream. Yeah, I quite like it. I mean, it's one of those sort of half-idle games that I really enjoy playing. I die here. My character's so underpowered right now. Duplicator, especially if you plan to get Vandal, is like the perfect middle ground item. I don't know if it evolves anything or. Okay, it's a really good thing we have the revives. It's a really good thing. So otherwise we'd actually be screwed. I guess just a little bad. Yeah, we need to do something before Pentagram gets in the way. Because it's nerfing the shit out of me. Yeah, luckily the game's pretty active. Yeah, Clover synergizes with Lost somehow. I mean, it evolves it. That's the only thing that matters. I shouldn't be running in the middle of enemies. I'm not powerful enough. I do not have enough healing. Okay, note to self: do not take Pentagram early ever. Even for the achievement, do not take it early. Like, I think we can still manage. Because in the later game, it's not going to matter how many things disappear because everything is just on the screen constantly. On the screen? Did I just say on the screen? Yeah, let's go across. A little bit more power on it. Yeah, like the real source of like power spikes is treasure chests, and I can't. I'm at the point where I can't kill bosses faster than Pentagram destroys everything in the world. But that'll eventually change. I hope. I can only hope. I need to be more careful. Oh god, this is a very important track door. Basically, just okay. This is the pick upable version of this item. Which this picks them up from farther away. When you pick that up, it basically draws everything humanly possible towards you. Yeah, Duplicator only has 2 levels, but each level is just super powerful because it adds another projectile, which is just very nice. You know what? We'll take axes as our final weapon item, which means we'll have to take Candelabrador, which is an item that I always like to take. And then after that, we'll have to figure out what else we want. Oh, well, oh yeah, we have Pentagram, so we have another flexible spot. So I don't think last time I checked, it couldn't upgrade. I mean, please, Pentagram, stop killing everything. I need orbs or need crystals. XP. I don't know the gems. I don't know what you people. I don't know what the game labels them as. At least know what the coins are called. Yeah, I super have to like get close into this guy to try to kill him as fast as humanly possible. Yeah, we have axes just flying out everywhere. We have our crosses just chewing shit up. Like, for the record, it does not look like crosses to me. I don't know about you, but they look just like X's at best. Come on, please. Please, I need to get in there before Pentagram. Like, not only do I have to kill the boss, I also have to pick up the thing the boss drops, which is the chest. Please, game, please. I've kind of recovered a bit from Pentagram shenanigans, but if I don't get any chests, I'm just... Okay, it actually gave me a chest. Oh my god, the game is actually pity giving me a chest. Alright. You can get multiple levels of chests. You can have a chest that gives you 1 item, 2 items, 3 items, etc. Oh, that's actually quite good. But yeah, now we're getting into the skeleton phase. I'm actually going to take Pomerola like, up a few levels because I need the HP regen because I need the damage and I need the health. Just take more garlic because the bigger garlic is, the more breathing room I'm going to have. Because it slows down enemies and gives them a little tiny taste of knockback. Which is kind of essential for walking around. And I like to keep mobile. Candelabrador, as I mentioned before. Basically, it also synergizes well. It synergizes in terms of it's very useful with garlic because it expands the AoE. Another projectile on the cross. Empty Tome is like universally good. I don't want to take the cross. Or I don't want to take the pentagram. I don't love mana for 5/6. Yeah, we have a pretty good chance to win this. I mean, I say win this. We'll probably die anyway, but despite what I think, but we've got a chance at the very least because I haven't played this game in quite some time. And with the pentagram is kind of slowing us down, we might have an issue, but we might also not. We might have curved ahead of what the pentagram has done. Okay, so it doesn't completely destroy everything that's in existence. It just destroys most of existence. It destroys everything on screen. So that's a good sign that I need to move constantly because you can still pick everything up that you missed. One of those attract orbs. Or not attract orb the item, but attract orb the like pick up the thingamajiggy. Yeah, chicken. Brazier chicken. This is God intended. Here, oh god, yeah. This is the werewolves, by the way, or whatever you. I was gonna say you people again, but whatever everybody calls them is what I meant to say. Oh god, yeah. The main worry is that they get pushed in by the ghosts. They're not too fast on their own, but the ghosts can shove them in super hard. Okay, I need Candelabrador to expand my range. But yeah, you basically want to kill the ghosts behind the werewolves, which is actually kind of hard. But yeah, that's the thing is that's why you need like both close AOE that deals with stuff really close to you and stuff that deals with you far away because enemies have collision with each other, so they will push each other into you at a faster rate than what you can kind of anticipate. I guess you would say. I guess I should say is what I meant to say. Say something. Yeah, luck basically increases your chance to drop certain things, like bigger sets of gold or pickups rather than just like single gold pieces. I don't know how the RNG is set up. The pentagram seems like just a negative item to me. I don't know about you guys. Oh god, gotta be careful. The things aren't dying fast enough. Or they might just be dying fast enough if I keep moving properly. Okay, there's not much, like aside from dodging, there's, well, not, some weapons can be targeted public, but I have another revive. Fortunately. I need to really get these enemies out of my way. But aside, basically, as the player, your main task is just to keep your character away from enemies and to pick the right items to keep yourself alive. And there's not much else to the game. It's not really a skill cap because, well, it's not really like a skill requirement because I mean, there's people that literally just stand still. There's people that know how to build. Oh god, I think that's the cross upgrade. 69, nice. By the way, Heaven's Sword, evolved cross can deal deal critical damage. Oh yeah, I'm just dead. Yeah. I'm not used to this. I say used to this game. I haven't played in such a long time. But yeah, let's Hmm. Yeah, let's go with the Portalanda. I think I'm better with her than most characters. She's quite nice. I believe she starts with a higher cooldown, but it wears off eventually because her item is kind of meh. I think I'm on a bench Boom Tracer because it's not something I want. Just so I don't get forced into picking it. There. I might not have it available right now, but I thought that was something that I could remove stuff with. How do I? Oh god. Whoops. Oh yeah, well that saves me. That gives me the ability to go into options and go streamer save. Okay, I already had it enabled, so I didn't need to. I didn't mute the music. I feel like I was going insane not listening to the music. Yeah, now we can play the music on. Yeah, the music's quite nice. It's a bit sad that I can't play all the music because I don't know. I don't know why it matters. She gets increased AOE. I think Whip is pretty good with AOE. Yeah, you can see with the Whip that her cooldowns are super low at the start, but they slowly begin to normalize later. Basically, it's because her item isn't good early game, so it has to. She'd otherwise have to like slowly maneuver around until she got her first other item to compensate. Yeah. Quite like her. I think I'm gonna get rid of Laurel. It's actually a really good item. It basically protects you from. It basically gives you invulnerability frames, and then I believe after it gives you invulnerability frames, if you have a level up enough, it then gives you another free hit to take, and then more invincibility frames. Like there's a window where you can't take damage, and there's multiple stacks of it. That's quite nice. And if you get enough cooldown, if you get like the max potential cooldown the game can offer, you can potentially end up with it maxed out. Basically immortal. Against one enemy at least. If you have enough enemies to hit you, it can kill you, but it would have to attack a lot. Like with a lot of movement speed. Yeah, chests, by the way, give you items that you already have, or evolve your items if you have the ability. Hollow Heart, Hollow Heart can use to upgrade the whip. I don't know. I don't know what I should be going for right now. But yeah, I still want to max up Pentagram so I can unlock the. I think it's the character. I'm not 100% sure. I mean, I think it's the character because it looked like a character on the select or not the achievement screen that it unlocked on character, but you could also not unlock a character and just like laugh at me, make me feel bad about myself. It's like, haha, gamer, you thought it was a, character, but it was actually a MacGuffin. It just looked like a character. Yeah, I'm just rambling. The candelabra, definitely. But yeah, with the whip, like I said before, it goes up. So it's good at getting rid of enemies to like the sides of you and up. Which, in my opinion, is kind of a bit weird. Because when you think of whip, you think like a circular whip. So yeah, let's get Lightning Ring up. But eventually Lightning Ring gets an AoE. Like, I don't think you notice it just yet. But I believe it, like, once it gets to, like, level 5 or something. Level 5 or 4, it gets a I wouldn't say tiny AoE, but it gets a bit of an AoE. And then, like, I think its base AoE rises is where it comes into play because I don't. Well, because it doesn't really seem to appear before then, is what I mean. That also might just be my imagination. Yeah, Whip will be clearing the area atop us for like forever. So basically my plan is to have Pentagram be my last item somehow. So that might be a bit difficult. But I want to get the unlock for getting it to 7. I actually did a build to try to kill the Reaper with Pentagram, but it despite the fact that I got Pentagram, it did not work, and I was very upset. I may have wanted to get Palmarola there, but I don't really need it, as long as I'm not being stupid, which is kind of asking me too much. But yeah, this game's very relaxing. That makes it a relaxation and like dopamine release as you you watch stuff just like get melted with minimum effort. It's very nice, very therapeutic. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna take garlic. I might end up with like biting off more than I can chew when it comes to like spreading out my items like this. One item. Unfortunate. I once got a chest with I think like 5 items in it, and I was like, holy. Requires a lot of luck though. Okay. Get the axe. Palmarola and all that good stuff. Or I might not. But there's times where you are forced down a certain path that you're not really in the mood for. Where all your choices are just stuff you don't want. It's really unlucky when you get 3 things you don't want, but that's the breaks. But that didn't happen there because I was given something that I already had, which is usually what you go for if you don't want anything else. Well, I mean, definitely what you, unless you really want to risk. I was gonna say tainting your build, but like in case you don't want to mess up your build too early, or in case you're tending to rush something, which some people do. I'm not checking chat at all. I don't think this game captures chat. Oh right, it's on my phone. Sorry, I'm scatterbrained. To be fair, I am a dirty blonde, so. I don't know how well that captures on my camera. You guys see my dad? No, not really. You know, interview. Just because it's cute. It's cute taking a nap. Yeah, I'm just looking at my phone to see if you guys can see it. Yeah. Alright. It's flooding my dog's reviews. No. It's also nice for me to be able to see him in the corner of my eye just in case he moves. So it'll be super delayed if he moves. Like it'll be like however late it is. Oh, sorry, I was looking at my phone. Yeah, nobody's here tonight, but this is also like a really popular game that I'm just like playing, you know, as like a nobody. Yeah, I believe it now has AoE, so it should be doing pretty good. Sorry, I'm just lost in thought a little. Kind of thinking of what I want to do in the game, what I want to do like after I finish streaming, how long I want to stream, you know. I mean the night, not in general, because I want to stream as long as I can, as long as it's feasibly possible. Which hopefully it's sustainable. Yeah, Lightning is starting to, the Lightning Ring is starting to do a good amount of work, but it's, sometimes it clusters on top of itself, which does more damage, but it also clears up less enemies, so now I just kind of want to force my way through. Might take a little bit of damage, but we need to pick this stuff up to get stronger. Before the next see base area up by 100%, So the base increase is what I was talking about, which then gets modified, like the base increases, and then the actual things that can affect the area can start actually affecting it. Because the base was probably like very tiny before. But yeah. Honestly, the funny thing is, its fully upgraded axes actually work more like you think the whip should. In terms of like, it does like a circular thing. Where the whip doesn't, I believe. I can't remember the evolved version, to be honest. Honestly, I forget my own name. If I wasn't called by it every 5 minutes, or well, not 5 minutes, you know what I mean. If I wasn't called it every day, I would have forgotten my name by now. And I don't just mean my username, I mean like my actual name. But honestly, what's the point of having a name if nobody calls you by it? So, it's kind of hard to forget in general. And if nobody calls you by name, then the name didn't really serve a purpose anyways. I don't know. This is me being, I wouldn't say deep, but me being like, you know, what's the word? Existential. Like, what was the point of the name? Yeah, I guess since the game's starting to, I'm starting to remember how to play the game. I guess I'll start talking my random stuff. So I play D&D, and right now we're in hell, like actual, well, Greek hell specifically. We're currently trying to escape Tartarus, which may or may not be entirely my fault, because my characters are as scatterbrained as I am. So yeah, I'm kind of having to think, like, throughout the entire week of how I'm gonna get my team not to slaughter me because I got them all into hell. Like literal, like actual, not biblical, recal. Well, might be, I don't know. Holy text, hell. I don't know. But yeah, definitely hell though. 100% hell. I guess we'll go Vanderloo because I've already picked Pachoni and I can't undo it. Or can I? Can I undo it? No, not yet. So apparently there's a pause screen map. So that's going to be interesting. Not right now. Obviously I don't have it unlocked. Apparently it's a thing. Does that mean I'm going to be able to see like the area I've crossed? How much the map has been rendered? Or like how in the world is it going to work? Is it going to show me where there's the secrets? Is it going to show me this and that? Yeah. So you might hear me, you might see me like drift off in the dreamland, like not paying attention to anything. I'm probably thinking about D&D. But yeah, it's funny that I'm actually having trouble talking about D&D in general, but it's just it's a lot of stuff to unravel, so I'd rather avoid it because. I mean, if you guys really wanted to see what it was like, you guys can watch it at Alex's channel. Which, if you're watching YouTube, you go to my Twitch and basically you look at my follows and look for Alex MHI, I believe. If my memory serves me correctly. He might not. And you can just watch all the VODs he still has, and I don't know. Which honestly, if you can't figure out when what's going on by the most recent VODs, honestly, watching every single VOD is not gonna help. Not gonna help out at all. And we're leveling up. I see leveling up fast. It's because we have so many enemies on the map. Yeah, that's my problem is that whenever I do things, I don't really plan to talk about them. I don't really like try to I don't try to collect things for like me talking about them later, which is kind of really bad. Because that's kind of what I'm doing right now, is that it's just talking and nothing else. Just over a game like this where it's just sort of like calm. So I just kind of had to figure out something to talk about and just ramble. Which, I mean, it's not like anybody's here to keep me honest. And what I mean by that is, like, it's not like anybody's here to be like, we shouldn't ramble like this. Like, you want to come over here and tell me I shouldn't ramble? Or you should come up to my face and say it. But yeah, I'm having fun. Just in general, mostly. Got whip ready to evolve. So next time we get, usually whenever you get a chest and you have an item that can evolve, it would give you the evolution. But there could be an exception to the rule. That's why it's a rule and not an absolute. Or I don't know. And oh god, I'm so lucky I got that. Oh yeah. Okay, candelabra, because we really need. Okay, we really need garlic up as high as possible right now, because we really need to like kill things that get too close to me. literally anything that gets too close to me needs to die. But yeah, this should give us Evolved Whip, which I believe will heal us. Red Whip, Bloody Tear. Evolved Whip can deal critical damage and absorb HP. Should heal me. Yeah. So it's... Wait, can it? No, it's... Okay. Yeah, I was like, man, this kind of feels like lackluster. But I think that's because it kind of is lackluster. Not that we mean the game devs, but like, damn. Red Whip is not as cool as some of the other... well, I mean, the healing is amazing. But like, mechanics aside, it's not very visually appealing to me. Oh yeah, I still need to look out for Ebony Wing, so I can actually get Vandalism. After I get Vandalism, then I'll start looking for Pentagram. Yeah, once you get a certain level of lifesteal, you can kind of just like wade into enemies and kill them, and then like wait out. It's quite nice, but you also gotta be careful. Like, take damage within moderation. Within moderation? With moderation. Just 8? Is that 8 every time I hit anything? I have no idea. I think it might just be 8 every time I hit something, which is entirely... Like, every time it hits in general, not hits an enemy. I think it's just 8 HP every few seconds, which is kind of sad. I think this big werewolf will give us some extra... Not extra. It will give us a chest. Sorry if I seem slow. Because my brain is not... My brain... I said this... I've repeated this phrase multiple times. My brain is not 100%. Yeah, kind of funny that the plants are just like, because normally they spawn in a circle and they're just like completely out of it. But you can roll up against enemies when time stopped for obvious reasons. Lava, garlic. No Blackwing yet, unless I'm moron. Does she know? Could be. Let's go garlic, because I need it to be as wide as possible. I believe the evolved version of garlic is more healing, but it also does less like crowd control. Like it stops the enemies from the normal version stops enemies from getting closer to you more so. But honestly, the healing can be better. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure which is better, which one's worse. Yeah, this Death Scythe, or whatever it's called, Death Spiral. This, like, come on, tell me this doesn't look like it's that. Like the fact that it goes out in a circle like that. They're kind of big, but it usually, like, you can see that it kind of spirals outward, as the name suggests. Feels a lot more circular than the whip. I don't know. When I think whip, I think circular motion, rather than like whatever the hell this is supposed to be. I guess it could be circular, depending on your perspective. Yes, maybe. Sorry. Drinking my neck. I don't know how long I'm going to play this game for today. Maybe an hour or so. Which I've already done so. Just more. Yes, I lied. Maybe an hour more, I guess, to prevent myself from being a liar. To retroactively change what I was saying. You might be able to tell them I was just trying to bloodshot this because it's late, but I want to play video games. Change my commentary in second, but you know, what can you do? You want them all? Okay, and that is garlic, what, 7 or 8? 8. So next time I get a chest, it will upgrade that. But yeah, look how big garlic is. Quite satisfying. I just say so myself. If you're wondering why the enemies are less dense impact, it's because they're harder versions, but they're not actually like as numerous, so they're not even a threat. With movement speed, if you were slower, they would be able to get you because of how tanky they are, but as long as you have the speed upgrades, you don't have to worry. Oh, and also, don't worry, there will be more. There will be far more. God, I wish there was somebody here that I could talk to. Just have a nice little relaxing conversation while I play the game. But, unfortunately, which means I need to engage myself in conversation, and I'm having trouble ever doing that. I don't know why I feel bad. It's like literally anybody who's ever tried to stream before knows the feeling that it's hard to talk. It's hard to... I'm literally just learning how to do this. Like, it's not like I've been doing this for like months or years or anything. I'm just learning. Oh, yeah, there's all the enemies. Yeah, now that the game has decided it's time for me to die, it's sending in the big guns. Unfortunately for it, basically the more every evolved item you get basically increases your chances by chances to get to 30 minutes by like a huge margin. So I'm completely fine. Guess a trapdoor. Just help me get stuff through the crowd. What was I just gonna say? God, I had something I wanted to say, but then I forgot it. So I've completely lost it, so I guess I'll have to move on. What's actually worth taking? It'll cause whip to go higher up. Basically, it red whip only does one like whip effect, so you have to get like duplicator or something to make it go higher up again. So if you evolve whip, don't rely on it for your like upward clearing. It's more so a healing item at that point. The plants are more obnoxious than actually in the way. Because, well, especially as long as you keep... Basically, it's easy to say that, like, evolved weapons are better in every way, but oftentimes the base weapon is doing something that evolved weapon doesn't do. So it's kind of a trade-off every single time. Alright, so this is AoE lifesteal, basically. Bald Golok steals hearts, power increases when recovering HP. So yeah, massive amount of AoE. Like look at the healing. Pretty nice. And basically its damage increases while it's recovering HP, so basically once you get like a certain like I said, once you get a certain level of healing, you can kind of just casually walk into enemies. Oh, this is so bad. Okay, well I guess we got no choice. But for the record, upgrade magic wand is kind of meh, because basically it just makes it so it fires it just fires constantly, but honestly it doesn't really feel more sass. Like it doesn't feel like it fires faster because you end up, because of the item that's synergized with it, it feels like it has no cooldown anyways. So it's kind of like it doesn't do anything else. It's like it was already doing that. Especially when you have like the full upgrade. Like the weaker you are, the more the evolutions feel powerful. But when you don't need the evolution to do damage, you feel like you might want to pick other things, which is kind of okay. But like also the evolutions should feel like evolutions rather than a side grade. It's often my problem. What? Oh, Thunder Loop. Oh, requires duplicator. Oh, okay. Oh, what the hell? See, now that seems amazing. It does what? Oh, I can't see it anymore. So it strikes twice? Yeah, it appears that lightning strikes twice now. Amazing. Yeah, now that whatchamacallit. Now that we have duplicated to level 2, you can really see its effect on Whip. It now just, I mean, I wouldn't even say it's really like going up very much. It's more like to the sides more than anything. So you want to, when you have Whip, you want to get below enemies, but once you get it upgraded, it kind of feels, oh god, this is the triple, I believe. Yeah, I never know how to recognize whether or not it's, well, I know that it like appears to be, but sometimes it goes from like 1 to 3 to 5 in really quick succession, and it makes me think like, oh, it's this one. Oh no, it's this one. It's like, oh no, actually, it's this one. Or maybe that's just my imagination, and I'm just playing this game in like a hazy fever dream. Or my dreams are reality. So honestly, that's the thing. The human memory is not a perfect machine, or a perfect like representation of the truth. Like when you remember something, it's usually like altered to be remembered. So you often don't remember certain details and add certain details with inconsistencies because of the way the human mind works. So I always say I'm an unreliable narrator because my memory is quite flawed, even more so flawed than most people's. But yeah, so I don't say anybody's memory is perfect. Well, I don't say anybody's memory is like computer type memory, where it's, you know, saved exactly like it was, you know, interpreted or not interpreted, but like, what should we call it? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, we should be able to get 30 minutes. No problem. I hope, anyways. I like how they're getting knocked back so far. You can understand how people with do builds that you can just stand still. 'Cause honestly, this build could stand still right now and it probably wouldn't die. Let's stand still for like a minute. Yeah, I think standing still could, like, I wouldn't even say easily be a thing, but like, all you had to do was plan a build, and it would probably be enough. Yeah, unfortunately, we're stuck with regular Pachone. Pachone, I think El Capone, El Pachone. Yeah, that's what I meant earlier, where the game sometimes gives you the, like, it gives you the wrong choice. It makes it where you only can make the wrong decision. You just have to make the best out of the worst possible outcome. Well, not the worst possible outcome. Worst possible outcome is that the game gives you a build that you didn't want to begin with. Like an entire build, I mean. Like not just like one item at a place. I mean like the entire thing. The game refuses to give you anything you wanted. And you wanted something very specific and give you, nah. So, you're good. No, please. Please, I needed that. But yeah, that's how the game usually works. It's like 9 times out of 10 you get close to the build you get, and 1% of the time, or not 1% of the time, but 1 out of 10 you get just absolutely shafted. And you might be like, well, where's the room for the when your build just becomes perfect? Well, if your build's perfect, then probably built around what you were given. It's not too hard to build around what you're doing in this game. I'm designed to be winnable regardless. You can probably see that. Like, I didn't need half of my items to do this. Like, I didn't need Pachone, I didn't need Magic Wand. Garlic is kind of doing the job of Red Whip. Or upgraded Garlic is doing the, yeah. So. I didn't really need a Tractor, but I didn't really need, you know, Empty Tome. I didn't need half this item, half the items I have. You only really need like 4 of the 8 of the right items. 4 on top and 4 on bottom. To really, well, I don't even know if that's. Honestly, I'd like to see someone try to beat the game without, not without leveling up, but without taking anything. Somehow. Doing a build like that, that'd be super interesting. Also, now all the enemies, a lot of the enemies are replaced with bosses, which are the glowing bats, but they're early game bosses, so not like super powerful. Also, I don't think enemies have special abilities in this game yet. But some of them have special effects. Like one of them explodes. But I don't think any of them have like any sort of like really cool abilities yet. Which I don't know if it's planned, but they seem to be. Maybe. Oh yeah, plus, once you get fully upgraded, your choice turns to healing or mumming. And at this point, like, do I look like I need healing? Oh, the game gets so satisfying in the later games. Or, the later, parts. You're just tearing everything apart. See, Lord Chicken, big coin bag. At this point, the game wants you to have everything that you could possibly need, so it just throws like so much experience your way. God, this is basically gonna level me up and give me boatloads of money. Loads of money. So I believe at 30 minutes we win. So I don't think we can die in 9 minutes or 9 minutes. Only a few seconds. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Thunderloop achievement. But yeah, our Death Spiral dealt 3 million damage. But I believe it was also. No, I think we got Bloody Tear first, so yeah. All of the ring. We can buy any more power ups. Might. I like upgrading. I think growth will be nice. Oh, I can't afford it. Of course I can't afford it. Why would I be able to afford something I want? All Santa water. I like how it's called Santa water, not holy water. So it's gonna all evolve. Evolve the whip, evolve this, evolve. I think that does evolve. Not yet anyway. Okay, let's go to the next stage. There we go. Awesome. Yeah, I believe her AoE is bigger at the start. Let's go garlic. Yeah, see, her AoE is like super massive in the beginning. Yeah, I want to keep going, right? Because you can get a free item. Well, not. You don't want to use it while you have slots open. But I think if you use it, if you pick it up without slots open, it would just give you it would give you the effect for free. Okay, let's try the double word the double word. You know what my brain was going for, can't you? My brain was going for the bird as the bird. Yeah, the double bird combo. Evolution, anyways. I'm interested to see how the new items affect the game. Yeah, okay, there we go. Now everything's kind of normalized. Basically, the developers are nice enough to give you a bit of early game oomph with some of the weirder item starting characters. Or characters with weirder starting items, like Santa Water. I think this might be my first time actually playing this character because I looked at it because this character unlocked when I already had everything else unlocked. So I was like, well, why in the world would I play this character? Alright, we already have a lot one set up. I hate when sometimes I talk ahead of myself, like I skip words. But we've already got the base requirements for evolution. We just need to max out garlic. Sorry if I seem like I'm speaking too softly. It's because I'm trying to save my throat. Should have really checked with you. I just muscle memory pick whatever I already have, rather than thinking about the rest of the build. My brain has no chill. It just has go or not go. I sleep. I wonder if the Stone Mask is supposed to be a JoJo reference. Just because I'm an avid anime enjoyer. I always ask myself the question is this a reference to something anime? But yeah. It might be. Oh, I literally saw the Stone Masters there, and I could have been like, I mean, it doesn't especially look like anything. But what if? You think after I finish playing this game, I'm gonna go to bed? Not this game specific. Well, I mean, once I decide I've had enough streaming today. This will be the last time I switch games. Because I'm not gonna. You already applied that, Calvin. Shut up now. But yeah. Oh, no, I'm just glad I got it to run, because it would have been pretty embarrassing to have this game not run. I had to make it record in compatibility mode for Twitch Studio, so that was fine. I mean, there's always the fallback of just stream capturing, but you remember what happened last time? I just sort of shared everything. Including the fact that I may or may not have Elden Ring, but I've already basically beaten the game on my own, so it'd be kind of weird to be like, hey, I'm playing this now. But mainly because I just don't want to play it again, because I don't know, when I play a Dark Souls game, or a Souls like from FromSoft, it's... The first playthrough is always my, the one that I really play it for. Every playthrough after that is sort of like... It's sort of just going through the paces of what I already know. So I rarely replay those games. Except maybe to like clown on the early game bosses. But that's besides the point. But the big problem is that every time I play those games, I play like a character that can kind of do everything. Like I play like a very like milk toast what do you call it? Like I just have like average stats constantly, which probably isn't good, but I mean it's not good for PvP. But I don't play PvP. I don't have interest in like chasing the strongest thing. And like, you know, constantly dealing with people. Which is, I know, is part of the like charm of the games, but I don't know. It's kind of hard to want PvP in an open world because like, holy shit, you know how long it takes for you to get from one place to the next in that game? Like, depending on if you're walking or not. If you're walking, you could potentially just like lose like half an hour of like especially if you're platforming and stuff, potentially be like invaded by your like just managed to do something like that you thought would be impossible to get like some sort of like you know whatever the game offers you or offered you for like the like next to impossible jumping mini segment. The amount of times that game's made me fall like basically like inches away from like the maximum fall distance you can have before you just die. It's kind of like insanely high. Where it's like sometimes you like jump and when you hit the ground you die, but if you just fall you live. And it's like, okay, thanks game. Oh. I always like to make that joke. It's like, what does difficulty have with falling to my death? Like, what does difficulty have to do with falling to my death? In case I mumbled it. But yeah, there's a lot of FromSoft games is falling to your death. I don't know, the Elden Ring jump is like the best it's ever been in terms of like the other games. Well, except for Sekiro. Sekiro always had the best jump because it was like it was a dedicated pseudo platforming game. At least I think it was. Yeah, like I mean, you were up in like the rafters and everything. See, there's the mask. I believe if you have your inventory full up, it'll just like create another slot to give you the item. But it could also be wrong. I don't want to pick it up now. Like it would be a free item, but it would be a free item right now. But it would also like it's also just like it's kind of like a milk toast power up. This is money, which isn't gonna affect this run. Sorry, I was thinking of saying something, and I was like, nah, that's not true. I was saying like I was gonna think. Sorry. I was thinking of saying win or lose. This is gonna be my final run of the day, and I was like, well, I mean, if I lose right now, I'm gonna put it. But if we get to like 15 minutes and I die, I'll just call it quits. God, I remember why I stopped playing this game is because it kind of feels slow once you start getting good at it. So you kind of already know what you're doing. But, oh god, is that 5? Yeah, there we go. See? But when you get a 3 and you're like, oh, it's actually a 5. God, that's a whole lot of AoE up. Not gonna lie. Wait, is everything else maxed out? Oh my god, Santa Water and Garlic is maxed out, so it's quite good. Yeah, that was super lucky. I could be like, run defining at times. What you get out of those, but I was already maxed out, so it kind of. I wouldn't even say lackluster. It was actually like, pretty good in terms of what a game because the AoE is going to benefit me a lot. Okay. Spinach knife. Okay, let's go spinach because this is raw damage. Yeah, I want to keep an eye on that mask just in case, because I want to see what happens if you have full items, because I remember it giving you for free as like a passive effect. Like it's like a 7th inventory slot thing. But I could also be wrong because my memory is shit. It also does not give it to you, which would make perfect sense. It also just gives you money, which, to be fair, that's what it would do anyways, so might as well. I think I'm just gonna. I'm honestly waiting for the other bird item before I do anything else. So no other bird item. So we got that maxed out. So also you should be not afraid, but you should be cautious about maxing out an item because that means it won't be in the rotation. So you'd be forced to pick an item if you have like nothing else to upgrade that's available. So you like. If I didn't have spinach, I would be forced to either pick spinach, Rune Tracer, or Cross, but no, pick spinach because I already have it, so I can't exactly hurt myself by getting more of what I already have. Or I could, depending on how min-maxy you want to go. More spinach. Yeah, I kind of have to pick it up because I have evolutions available. Here we go. What do you get? Oh, I think, yeah, I was about to say, I think we can only get garlic. It's so leader. And now we'll knock things back, but it will heal us, which is kind of good trade-off, I suppose. So yeah, I do want Pentagram now, think about it. Once we get high enough level that we can basically finish the game, I'll get Pentagram. Yeah, I'm just walking off to the side, just buy myself some space. Not buy myself some space, but just allow me to run back and forth, basically. Oh, I want that. Nice coin. You do not forget to actually pick this stuff up because the pickup, the attract pickup is kind of rare. Say rare. Well, it depends on how many like candelabras you're breaking up, breaking open. So, I get on myself for not fully pronouncing words sometimes. Well, I usually always get on myself for it, but just that's my point. I don't really want to pick that up. There's nothing for me to evolve. Yeah, that's the thing, is that you kind of want to make sure the chests are the only way for you to evolve things. So you kind of want to save them for that alone. Once you get to the point where you can. Fine, I'll take armor. Yeah, just kind of looking for the next level up. And kind of haphazardly wait into enemies now. Because I have enough healing in AoE. Yeah. Please, game. Please, may I have some more? May I have some more? Oh, apparently, what the hell? Those are bouncing projectile spodes sometimes. Okay, let's go. Let's you. Looks like a cherry blossom bomb. I wonder what in the world synergizes with the head of all things. Or whether or not it's because some items don't have the synergy part yet in the game, but they try. Ooh. Oh, thanks, man. Thank you very much. Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm here doing. Just putting in the hundreds of hours required to for Twitch to notice me. Appreciate the kind words, because I really do want to get affiliate. It's been a while since I played this game, as I've been mentioning. So I literally don't know what half the items do anymore. So if Cherry Bomb has an evolution, I literally don't know how to get it. Most of the game just like shows me what it is. Just trying to get the item. The game just wants to give me the same items every single time I level up. Come on, game, like actually give me what I need, please. Begging me. Okay, well I got axe. 60% chance to explode. I need axe. I don't think I need axe yet, because I do want to get axe, but I want to get Vandal first because I already have one half of it. Otherwise, I'm gonna be just like I was last run. I'm gonna be stuck with one of the birds and not the other one. Oh, I should save that. That's that kills everybody on the screen. Just save that for when the boss pops up. This. Because it wasn't obvious what I was referring to. Which it might not be, I don't know. The cherry blossom is just like visual. What's the word I'm looking for? I was gonna say visual spaghetti, and then I'm like, sure about that, brain? You sure it's a visual spaghetti of all things? Man, the game does not want me to get Vandaloo ever. Come on, game, please. There's Medusa. Or legally distinct snake lady. I don't know. Let's grab this. And the game really does not want me to. Okay, so. Guess I'll take Clover. And let's see what happens when I pick this up when I have all the items. Weapon found? You mean weapon found? Yeah, see, I think if you have your inventory full, it gives you as a little passive. Or if you have room in it, it will just give you the actual item. Yeah, I'm waiting for Petrone. Or the game could just, like, literally never give it to me. I already saw the Evo of, wait a second. God, that's why I love this, is because now it's just like an actual real item. Could get Fire Worm, but... Oh. Yeah, it actually counts as a 7th item. In case you never knew that. It's a little secret. Not that it's entirely worth it, because it's just money. And by the time you, like... You know, by the time it, like, really matters, it's like... You've already collected, like, half the money you're gonna have in the run. I don't know. It's a little on the top. Yeah, still... I always get one half of Vandaloo, and then I never get the other half. I don't know why. The game just does not like people who like the birds. Or maybe I'm just being like unlucky. I've literally not seen Petrone this entire run as an option. Because I started with the Santa Water and then I got the Blackwing immediately after. So I've been looking for that Petrone this entire time, so this hasn't appeared. Oh, apparently, there's so much on the screen that I could not see. I could not see that I got this fire breathing power up. Also, what is the fire breathing power being supposed to like? What is it supposed to look like? Because to me, it just looks like a hot biscuit. This looks like a hot biscuit. Some mask. Come on, man. Wouldn't it be funny if I like accidentally clicked something else when Petrone was on the screen? I'm just like, oh no. Yeah, it just looks like a hot biscuit. Like, I don't know if this is something wrong with my eyes, but it just looks like a... It looks more like a dog treat than like something you would actually like an actual human would eat. And then somebody like tells me it's like, actually that's like very offensive, like that's like a delicacy in like Italy or something. It's like, oh no, please. Yeah, I can't discern it with my eyes. Hey, still no Petrone. He does not love me. I don't know. Is it like... Yeah, like, it doesn't... I don't know what it's supposed to look like. It doesn't look like... No. Like, if I'm wrong, it's something that I've never, like, even thought of. before. Man, game, what is it gonna take for you to give me Pachone? Or does the game only give you Pachone if it's like, if you're on your 6th item or something? Is it something ridiculous like that? Like if you have one end of the bird item, or one half of the bird item, it'll only give you the other half, it's like your final item? Or am I just being like super unlucky? Also, I need to be more careful. I need to stop questioning the game and play it properly. Okay, so straight up, game's just giving me sass. Yeah, I guess I should start picking these chests up. Because otherwise I'm gonna be behind the curve. So I could have waited until I raised my luck even higher, to be honest. Wait a second, I say how many clovers do I have right now? Actually, I have clover maxed out, so I was running for nothing. I think I literally have everything upgraded aside from. Oh my god, yeah. I was like, man, you didn't give me a Pachone, and I'm like, oh right, the reason I'm forced to do a choice here is because I literally can't upgrade anything. I think this is a button to speed it up. I can't remember what it was. Yes, thanks. Yeah, exit. Okay. I was like, how do I upgrade? Or oh god, 5 crosses. Yeah. Okay, 2 crosses and 3 money bags. Okay, that's a little anticlimactic. Just a hint of anticlimactic. But yeah. Now we literally have everything. So next time we level up, we're gonna have our. We're gonna be forced to choose something, which is probably, knowing my luck, it's not gonna be Pachone. I'm gonna banish something. I'm actually questioning. Okay, there it is. I was gonna be like, is it actually possible that the game selects items that you can get, and unless you like banish them, they will always appear? Like, well, not always appear. I mean, like, will the game like refuse to give you like? Is there a pool? Is what I'm pondering. It's actually a pool of items that you can get on any certain run, and that banishing them would make it so you can open that pool up for something else. Because that was literally, when I picked it, was the only time I saw Pachone. Which, if that's the case, like, you kind of need to peep to see if both the bird items are even in the pool before you start picking them. Or maybe I'm just super just unlucky for it to have taken that long. Kind of makes me wish I had waited for another level so I could gotten, well, I mean, I think I would have gotten the same circumstance until I did what I did. Because I would have liked to be able to pick up Pachones from the chest, but obviously too late now for this, so this is very likely to give me oh god, again? Okay, so this is very likely to give me the Ross's evolved form and the Pachones that I so much desire. Yeah, that's super lucky actually. That's what, 8 free items? It's 8 free items that I did not, because I've had runs where I've never gotten the bonus, like a special chest. So that's just like gravy on top. Once I get Vandaloo, I can, well, my dream is to get a pentagram so I can maybe get 7 copies of it. Because that's an achievement that I've been lacking. Yeah. Honestly, the enemies, I'm doing so much damage that the enemies feel like they've been slowing down. I think in terms of like how fast they come, because they've just been dying in droves. Well, more so that the game just like sort of slows down as it gives you certain enemies, or certain waves of enemies. Yeah, let's go with coins. Each coin is like 2.5. Yeah, this should be Vandaloo. Yeah, Vandaloo. Did have a nice little title. Vandaloo. Union of Ebony Wing and Pachon. Yeah, that's all it says, unfortunately. Yeah, that's gonna be our final slot open. Right, item. Yeah, now the game sort of like plays itself. I mean, literally, going to stand still, as I did before, but I want to keep myself engaged. Helps me keep my my brain churning. Yeah, the peach bombs is such like it's. I mean, the game already has a problem where you can't see sometimes. Like the game just like covers the screen like garbage. But honestly, not being able to see the enemies is kind of like nice, just in terms of like their like just the level of like relaxation. It's like, oh, I can't worry about the enemies. There's what enemies? But yeah, I'm gonna want to pick up Pentagram because that's just be like absolutely forgetting like how to play the game, just like waiting in the enemies, thinking they're all gonna be gone by the time I reach them. My mega mind at work. Yeah, Pachone is. I wouldn't say it's super good, but it is like once you fully upgrade it, because it's one of the only evolved items that you can actually upgrade. Once you fully upgrade Pachone, Ebony Wing, and then get full upgraded to Vandaloo, it's a lot of effort for not exactly the greatest item ever. Also, this map, I didn't mention it, but like, it's a lot. It's just like left and right rather than up and down like the first map was, so it can kind of make you hemmed in a bit more. I'm actually gonna upgrade Pentagram because I don't know if I'm gonna be able to reach the mark I want. The mark is 7. Does it even have 6, 8? I wonder what 8. Wouldn't it be funny to like evolve Pentagrams? Like, what in the world would it even do? Would it just destroy everything and leave all the items? Like, only kill the enemies? That would be convenient. Yeah. Yeah, that's honestly the game like chugging to a halt is probably like the hallmark of a good run. Oh, 25% chance to not erase an item. Or all item. Oh, apparently it's a 25. It's a quarter chance to not erase. Okay. So it was exactly what I thought, because before I remembered it, just like erasing everything. They might have changed it, or I might have just like never used Pentagram after the first time I saw it destroy everything. Also, I think this is the first time I've seen this enemy, despite the fact that I beat this map before. I think it was added recently, or maybe I'm just... Maybe every other time I've played this map, he's just like gotten obliterated in milliseconds. Or I wasn't able to see the screen as you want to do. Well, he's still alive. Damn. He survived getting pentagrammed. That is a hallmark of a powerful enemy. I tried to pentagram death once and it didn't work, and I was very sad because I heard somewhere that you could kill him And I was like, bet. And I was like, well, it's gotta be pentagram. And I was like, nope. Nope, try that. Basically, I had like basically, I had like the. I also tried it with the prayer item for the prayer item, but basically the mini version of it, and then I tried the pentagram didn't work, or maybe I was just unlucky. That it was supposed to work, but it somehow bugged out. But I don't know. Maybe. I'm just hoping within the next few in-game minutes, or not in-game minutes, but the next few minutes that I'll be able to get one more level up. That's all I need for the achievement. Excuse me, Medusa. Excuse me, sake ladies, please, please. All right. That is the achievement. Oh, or maybe it's waiting for after the run when I get the achievement. What's that hope? Okay, well, let's just let's just get everything. Everything goes. God, I love how sometimes I just say things and deliver them like so monotonely. It's like, dude, just shove a little life into that. That stand-up or whatever you're trying to do, rather than this like dry deadpan. You know, I'm still getting used to this. Plus, I don't have limitless amounts of energy with which to spread hope and joy to the world. It's like, really? Really? That's what you think you're doing on Twitch? You're just spreading hope and joy to the world, buddy? Temper your expectations, my friend. Curb your enthusiasm. Oh, right. Yeah, just X. Not exit. Not X, exit. God, like, even after Pentagram cleared them all away, they just immediately jump back onto the screen. But I also heard somewhere that you can't legitimately beat death. You have to like cheat. And I was like, but what if I don't want to cheat? What if I want to be a good boy? And what if I'm too stupid? What if I'm too stupid to be able to modify the game files? And it's like, well, actually, it's literally just like a text file that you need to change the damage type. Or the damage, like, number. But you know, I don't need to touch that. I mean, I may as well, actually. Yeah, this is money bag. This is money. Money in the bank. Oh, more money in the bank. I'm gonna heal myself, but I really don't need it. I say that, and then I immediately take, like, several hundred damage. You know why not? But yeah, there's a pretty good chance not to destroy items. So Pentagram isn't too bad, but it can potentially ruin your run before it gets off the ground. But it's pretty good late game. It doesn't really matter if everything's destroyed, because everything's just going to pop back up in a few seconds anyways. And it can sometimes save your life. But honestly, I think Laurel's probably better in terms of like keeping you alive, because it doesn't ruin your run. Oh, I actually cannot see my screen very well. Actually, all the enemies are bigger. I'm like, when did the game zoom in? Like, why is the game looking all kinds of screwed up? It's like, oh, it's just the enemies are all bigger now. Well, the pentagram's not going to be up for the death, unfortunately. That's what kills you at the end. This is death. I don't mean figuratively. I mean like literal manifestation of death comes and beats through within an inch of your life, but you know. Yeah. Part of me wants to do a build that could beat death. Get the pentagram to level 7. Each level 40 in inlaid. Yeah, nice. Just at least pick it what she does. Just with one extra. Oh. Wait, so this is just Mertutio. Mertatio. Seriously? Can we come up with anything different? Let's look at the unlocks I don't have. So this is just money. Oh, whoops. What? Okay, there we go. Scroll up, please. Level 100 with Mertutio. Papnala. Who in the world's Papnala? Not somebody I currently have unlocked. Have I unlocked Papnala? Reach level 60 in Dairy Plant. Cool. Minutes with at least 10% curse. Skullomaniac. I already have you. I'm just trying to figure out what I need next time to do. I mean, defeat a total of dragon shrimps. All right. But that's gonna be me for me today. See you guys around. See you guys literally tomorrow.